Hello everyone, this is Amit Don. Today I'll have another episode of Rode Wireless Mic Tips and Tricks video, and this is going to be an instruction manual or beginner's guide to start with the new release from Rode, which is called the Rode Wireless Me, and I have it right here. So this is going to be a little long video because I'm going to go over everything you need to know, all the basics, and still not going into too much detail to make things or keep things simple. So I just have one request for you at the end of the video, that whether you like or dislike, please give it a like if you like, and if you do not like, please give it a dislike. That's all I ask for. So now the first thing we're going to do is go over what comes with the Rode Wireless Me. But before I do that, I'm going to mention that the whole video is going to be recorded on a separate or different wireless microphone audio recorder, which I have it right here. This is Comica Vimo C, and this is a budget microphone, so the sound quality is not going to be maybe as great as Rode, but at the end of the video I'm going to attach sound from the Rode, just so you can compare. But until then, the sound is coming through the Comica wireless microphone, and which I have it right here. It is connected to my Sony PCM10 audio recorder, and this is recording right now live, so this is going to stay here. Now let's look at what comes with the Rode microphone, wireless microphone Me. So the first thing, you're going to get a receiver and a transmitter, and I'm coming to the tips how to recognize very fast which one is what. This can be a little confusing. And then we have two wind muff or dead cat or wind protection, and these would go right here to protect you from wind. And for this piece, it would go right here, and you can see that they put arrow to know which direction to turn, like around to fit it in here. And then you have two cables. One is USB-C, this is for Android phone or USB-C phone, and another set of cable, this is for Apple phone. You can tell right here that this is the Apple compatible cable. And we have here two other cable, which is TRS, and this one is TRRS. So these also can be confusing. The thing is, you can for phone, you're gonna have to use TRRS, which has like 4 ring right here, and everything else is going to be like 3 rings, and these are going to be for camera or audio recorder or anything else. So just remember that for phone or your laptop or tablet, you're going to be using this, which is called TRRS, and it has 4 rings right here. So I'll just leave this here. So it comes with an kind of safety guide. There's no instruction manual attached to this, but they have an instruction manual online. So after this video, if you are still not sure, or if you need to reference something, you can definitely search online, or I can even put a link in the description box below, and you can reference that. But I doubt you're going to be needing the written instruction manual from Rode after watching this video. And then we have the box here, and then it also comes with a small pouch, which I have it right here, and it has the Rode kind of branding right here. So that's basically all you get. I'm just going to go over some specs very fast right here. So this is two-way interviews. What it means that the receiver, which is right here, actually also has a mic in it, as you can see. So you can activate this, and then you will be able to record on here when you're talking and when the other person has this piece. And then you can see here that works with cameras and smartphone and free Rode video and audio apps. So in terms of apps, you have to download Rode's app, which is called the Rode Central, and I have it right here. So if whether you go to Google Play or Apple Play Store, you have to just search for Android Central. Then you need this app to function this, otherwise you're not going to be able to use it without that. And also it has some settings. Now it has a desktop version for Windows, which I haven't installed yet, and I'm not going to be installing it right now. The phone version app is very simple, and it's good enough for for you get going. So you may not even need to install the Windows version. And once you open the app, you can see that the first message you're going to get, please connect the Rode device. So you're going to be connecting with the app using these cables. So for Apple devices, this cable, and for Android or USB-C devices, this cable, and you're going to be inserted here, the USB-C slot right here, and the USB-C slot right here. Then you can change some of the settings, which I'm going to show you. And also at the first time when you attach them, it's going to give you an option to upgrade. Actually, it's not kind of an option, you have to upgrade, otherwise not going to go to the next screen. So you have to upgrade both of these because they have a far more upgrade. That's what happened to me. Most likely it's going to happen to you as well. And then once you're done, then you can start using the Rode Wireless Me. Now the thing is, I'm going to clear some confusing part. So this is very simple, or this is very natural to get confused with these. So the way you can be sure which one is what, or which one is recording and which one is receiving, is by looking at here TX and RX. So RX means receiver and TX stands for transmitter. So even after knowing RX is receiver, TX, and transmitter, if you have still confusion, then you can use my simple hack or trick. So RX, you can see that receiver, that means record. So what it means that whenever you see RX, that means this is the device which is recording on an audio recorder or on your phone. So you cannot record on here. You need to have an audio recorder, just like this, which I'm using right now, or even your phone like this. So you need a separate recorder to record on these devices. So this device cannot record on its own, and this is the one you're going to be attached to a recorder, and that's what R means, which is R. Okay, now the T is transmitter. So if you have difficulty remembering this, that associate T with talk, say T, transmitter, TX, T, talk. So what it means that this is where you're going to be talking. So you're going to be stick it to either to your shirt or to someone else's shirt when they're talking. Now this thing also can record, even it's the receiver, but if you turn it on, which has to be done on the app, it can also record. But most of the times you're not going to be needing that, because you can use both as a recorder when you're interviewing someone, or when you want someone to have this to talk and you have to kind of ask them questions, because this is going to be attached to you, or to your camera or to your phone. That time you can turn on the mic on this, but by default this is going to be off and you have to turn it on manually on the app. So that's one thing, clarification. And another thing, that you can actually see that they have put some kind of sign here. So you can see that this shows a person. So that means that this is where a person is talking or recording. Again, you can use my reference T, and then they put a camera here. So this means that this is the device or set which is going to be attached to your camera, to your tablet, to your computer, or to your audio recorder. So that's another way. But you can go ahead and remove these stickers, because if you kind of know how to associate with these, T is talk and R is record, you're not going to forget this in your life. So that's one thing. Okay, so now when you're attaching these to your camera or a device, you can use either these cables or you can use either this cable. So you have that option. So you don't have to actually use just either these or that. So you can use any one of these. And that's another thing to know. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this on. So when you take it out of the box and you turn them on, they're going to be linked right away. That's the way it comes from the factory. Now when you go to the app, you're going to see an option that you can unlink them, or you can even link another wireless Go to my set to link with these, and another person can use that, and all that you have to do it app. So the first thing I'm going to do now, let's turn this on. In order to turn it on, here is the power button. So you're going to hold it for 3 seconds. So I'm just going to hold it here for 1, 2, 3, and you can see that it's turning on. And now, actually, I'm sorry, it didn't turn on, so I'm not sure what happened here, but I'm just going to hold and release. Okay, I'm going to try this one here. So I think it's just waiting for the other one. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just going to turn them on together. It could be that, this has to be hold it together. Okay, so looks like it's working. Okay, so looks like you have to hold it together, but if I'm not mistaken, the first time I didn't hold them together. It just did it by itself. But, just something to know that, if you're just pressing it, it doesn't work, just try them together. Okay, so now you're going to see here 4 LED lights. So here 2, and here you're going to see 2. So this is the transmitter where you're talking. So if you see 2 button or 2 lights, one of them is for battery. So you can see that there's the battery icon right there, and one of them is for linking, which is right there. Actually, let me just get a piece of a pen, so it's going to be easier to show you. So you can see that right here there's a battery icon. That means it is fully charged now. If you lose the charge, it's going to start like a different color. I think it's orange, and it's going to get red when you have almost no charge. And then that means that you have to charge. So when you see that this is changing color, then start charging. Don't wait to go to red. And here you can see that that's kind of like chain or link. So that means that this device is linked to this device right now. And if you look at here, this is the R, which is recorder. You can see that one is green. So what it means that the battery is fully charged. And you can see that the other is orange, and this is the linking button. So what it means that this is actually not linked as a recorder at this point. It doesn't mean that this is not linked to here. That can be very confusing. So if you see the orange button here on the recorder, that means that this recorder is not working as a recorder right now. And you have to you can turn this on the device. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you my phone and the Android device app. So I'm going to get the USB-C and put it on my phone right here, and then you can see here, and then I'm going to just stick it in the USB. And the moment you do, you're going to see that it's giving you the settings right here. Okay, so here you can see that there's dynamic, and there's off, and there's auto. So what is this? That this has a unique feature called auto gain control. And if you are using these devices, it kind of labels the gain. It doesn't clip your audio, or whenever there's loud sound, it doesn't ruin the audio. That's basically what it means. So you have the option to turn it on, I'm sorry, turn it off and turn it on. The first setting is going to be auto, and the second one is going to be dynamic. I think dynamic is kind of a little bit more than auto. So I'm going to be using dynamic for a few days, then later on I'm going to switch to auto just to see which one is better. But my understanding is dynamic gives you more kind of labeling than auto. And here we have the merged option. So basically when you're using one set, then this is going to be merged, and basically it just means that this is recording mono, and it's going to merge all your video clip into one. And if you're using more than one, then still you can have the option as merged. But if you have more than one set, then you have the option to change it to split. And that means that you're going to have 2 separate channels, stereo channels, and they're going to have different levels. But if you're using 2 sets, still you can use them as merged, and still you're going to get one um, clip for audio. And this is going to have still 2 levels when you put it on the editing app, but it's going to have one level on both left and right. So that's the basically what merge is for. For using with only one set, you can just leave it as merged, and that's give you a mono recording. But when you put it into the editing channel, that still is going to have both left and right signal, and that's going to be kind of a stereo, but the labeling is going to be same. If this is too complicated, I would say not to worry about this for now, because just leave it as merged, and later on you can do more research on the difference between merge and split. But merge is going to be the thing which you are going to be using on a regular basis if you're using just one set. Now here you can see there's kind of wireless button, and this is actually the gain level control. So basically it has option like high, low, and mid. So this is kind of the gain controlling the loudness of the device, and I'll just leave it to medium. And here you can see that the brightness, which is the brightness of the LED, you can see that, you know, right now it's bright. And if I hit just take a look at the two lights, and I'm going to hit dim. And actually, I'm sorry, this is attached to this, so it has to be this one. So you can see that this kind of got lower, and if I hit bright, it's kind of got higher. So see, lower, higher, lower, higher. So that's what it's for. So I'm going to keep it to bright, and then when you attach this set with this, then here you can, you know, use that to change it. So my preference would be dynamic merged mode and mid-level and bright LED. And then here you can see that here is the button to turn on or off the mic for the recording device, which is right here. And then here you can see, if you take a look on top, you can see that there's the pairing option. So I wouldn't touch this for now, because as a factory default they came as paired. But if you want to, like, you know, pair another set, or if you want to unpair them, this is where you're going to be doing that. But for now, don't touch this part. So basically that's the basics of the options. So let me just, like, you know, close this, and I'm going to detach it, and I'm going to just show you something else here. Okay, now to demonstrate, I'll attach a recording device with the R, which is the recorder or receiver. So in order to do that, you would require your phone or any audio recorder, and you would require the TRRS, which is going to be the four part, right? Like the four rings right here. So this part would go to your phone audio jack, which is going to be right there. And I'm just going to put it in here, and this part, which is TRS, is going to go into the receiver, and there's a, you know, jack for that right here. So you're just going to put it in here. Okay, so now when you talk here, because this is the, you know, T or talk, this should record on your phone. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open up a recording app which you'd require to record. And I just have a recording app by Dolby, and you can use any recording app, even your phone's, you know, native recording app, or even Rode has a recording app. So you can see that I'm actually talking here, and this is recording. So I'm just going to record just to test, and we'll see what happens. So you can see, hello, this is a test. Thank you. Okay, so what happened, I talked here and I kind of blew air 3 times, so we should be able to see it here. So I'm just going to disconnect it, and let's play this audio. Hello, this is a test. Thank you. Okay, so you can see that it works. Now, one thing I'd like to point out, that the recorder doesn't have the functionality to include a, you know, mic or separate input. So what I mean by that, if you take a look here, I just recorded here without inserting anything, but you can see that there's the mic icon right here. So what it means, that you can use an additional kind of, like, you know, mic or additional wired mic, and all you have to do, you have to just, like, you know, insert it right here, and you can just talk here, and this is going to record here. So you're going to ask why you need that. So let's say if you want to be discreet, and if you don't want this to, like, you know, be on your, like, you know, t-shirt or on your coat or anywhere, then you can just put it in your, like, you know, pocket, and you can use one of these, which is a wired mic, and that way you can also record here. But this piece doesn't have the additional input to attach an external mic, so it can only record on here via this recording mic attached to it. And like before I showed you, you have to turn on that option on going to the device. So I'm just going to detach this here. Another thing, if you're outdoor, you have to just touch the wind muff, and you can just do so here. I haven't done it yet, so it's going to be something like that, but I think I have to kind of get used to it. And then here you can see that it has a clip which is going to attach to your shirt or clothes or anything. And also you're going to use this part to attach it to your camera shoe mount or any other shoe mount tripod or monopod. And you can just do so by doing this way. And this is just going to kind of go inside the shoe mount, so you can do it both of these two. So this is going to be for camera or the recording device, and this is going to be when you are talking to it. So in order to extract the audio file, you have to just go to your phone, or you have to go to your recorder if you're just recording on a recorder. So for example, right now, let's say I'm recording here using my other wireless recorder. So I have to just extract it from here by going to my computer, and which is going to be something like, I'm just going to stick it to the computer, and then I have to extract the recording from this device. And if you're recording on your phone, you have to just take out the audio file from your phone. So that's how it's going to work. Also, you can attach it to GoPro if you have the GoPro adapter, and also you can attach it to any devices that is capable of recording, including your phone, computer, laptop, and audio recorder. Now I'm just going to quickly mention some of the things I don't like. So you can see that there's no meter here, so you can actually see the recording meter, Go Wireless 1 or Rode Go 2. So it doesn't have that feature. And also I don't like the kind of logo being too big. It's kind of showy. I was looking for a sticker to cover it up, but I couldn't find any sticker, and I don't think I can do it. But I don't like the way they put the logo too big. It kind of looks ugly. And this same thing here. Another thing is because it doesn't have any you cannot change any settings on the device, so you're gonna have to always keep this USB-C, and you have to attach it to your phone, and you can change everything via app. And so whenever you're outdoor recording or using the device, always keep your phone and the USB-C for your Apple devices or Android devices, because that's the only way you can change the settings. And also you can use the pouch to keep everything in here. I think I covered most of the basics. If I missed something, definitely you can leave a comment, and then someone or I'll be able to answer that. But basically that's how you start your new wireless Me audio recorder, and you start using right away. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just attach some sample audio from these, so you can see how the quality is. But until now, you're hearing my Comica Vimo C wireless microphone. So, and you can tell the difference. Most likely the Rode is going to be definitely better audio quality. So I'm just going to attach these clips, and this is going to be end of the video. Thank you for watching. For the next tips and tricks video, I'm going to put a link on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Hello, this is a test using my Sony PCM10 audio recorder. The Rode Wireless Me transmitter is recording, which is very close to my mouth. Hello, this is a test. This is a test. Hello, again, my audio recorder is Sony PCM10, and I'm using Rode Wireless Me, the transmitter, very close to my mouth. Thank you. Hello, this is a test. I'm using Rode Wireless Me microphone, and I'm using my phone recording app, and the Rode Wireless transmitter is very close to my mouth. This is a test. This is a test. Hello, this is a test on my mobile phone using the recording app, and the transmitter is close to my mouth. This is a test. Hello.